Hey guys, I hope that everybody is having an absolutely wonderful day. Welcome back to EU4 and welcome back to Ante Bellum. Before we get into today's video, I want to remind you, if you have it within your heart and within your wallet and you would like to support content creation you love, my Patreon is going to be linked in the description below the video. Also, if you would like to check out some merch, we do have some cool merch also linked in the description. So today, my goal is to, grow a little bit. Let's take that development because it makes it cheaper to core it. Should have done that before I cored it beginning, but that's okay. And what that does is it takes that dev and pulls it over to our capital. So we're also going to turn off all of these edicts because edicts cost quite a bit of money to run. So now you can see we go from 4.3 up to 4.8. So we're making an extra half a ducat a month. Not bad. Manpower is still literal trash. But as soon as we finish this mill group and are ahead on mill tech, we're going to start deving manpower dev, which is going to be super useful. Admin mana is good. If you don't know, whenever you get these events that would normally give you stability, if you already have a stability, it gives you 50 admin instead, which is useful because I'm, behind on admin. I would like to be ahead on admin. So not bad. Nizrids over here, beautiful pink Nizrids is on 666. Yikes. If you guys are interested, check out my Pink Nizrids mod. I made it as a joke because Parmalion made a joke about it one time about how he's like made it a meme. So I made it a living meme for him. Help us spread the word. Pink Nizrids. So our truce with these guys is not going to be up for quite a long time. We can just turn our army maintenance down a wee little bit more. More money is more, so I would rather have more. The manpower, it's fine. They'll regen over time, so it's just more money coming in. It would either either way. So I remember I got a comment about this, so I should explain it real quick. The reason why I do this rather than just leaving it on and letting them regen at the same time is that you're paying less on maintenance, as well as it is still reinforcing. If you don't need the manpower in the forces right then and there, there's no reason to pay for it. So you pay the same amount for reinforcements, but you pay less for maintenance, right? So it still reinforces just slightly, obviously way less, but nice. But you don't pay 100%, so it's good. Also, obviously whenever we get some rebels that are about to pop, we turn our maintenance back up, so that's fine. So papacy, 35%, man. Let's see here. Can I get you a cardinal? I don't know why it keeps doing that. He's my army strength and neutral attitude towards me. We're already maxed out. I'm going to keep a guy on him maxing out relations. I think that's good for us. I'll take the manpower. That's good. And let's top off relations with all of our allies. Make sure they love me. Very important. Matter of fact, something I need to do because I haven't done it yet is we need to come down here, get some manpower from these guys. So who has the most? 816, 834. So then if these guys, I'll just ask them for their money, pay off my loan, and there you go. We have no more debt. And all you do is you lose a couple of favors with them. No big deal, right? So these guys, I need their ally to Sicily. Are you joking me? You punk. You absolute punk. Why would you do that? So these guys are still allied to the Magyars in Bulgaria. So we're not going to be able to get into Sicily anytime soon. It's really it's just not going to happen, sadly. Favor neither estate. You guys get 0 crown land because you're punks. Nobility is trending upwards, so it's good. As long as everybody's over 50, you can yoink crown land without penalty. So we were looking at this at the end of the last episode, I believe. I think the morale just makes the most sense. Dev cost is nice, but morale will make us win battles. So, which means we win wars, which means we get more land. You don't need to dev as much if you have more land, right? So as far as our mission tree goes, we should start considering how we want to proceed. 5 churches, tax modifier, that's fine. Defender of the Faith gives us morale of armies. Missionary strength versus heretics, that's fine. St. Peter's Basilica. Okay. Recover from the Crusade. 100% manpower. Yeah, it's going to take some time. Land maintenance modifier 20% is really good. For 20 years is pretty good. And then we just need to have Switzerland like me, which Switzerland is an OPM up here, and they hate me. So that's gonna be a tough one. They're a free city. Johann Jugster. That's good. Recall you, and then top off relations with them as well. I will take it. That's fine. Navy morale isn't super useful, but once we finish out quality, we're going to be able to start steamrolling through the enemies, and that'll be good. I am tempted to take economic, or not economic. Nice. I am tempted to take a innovative for my next idea group, just to help us out with our dev or our tech costs, which will then give us bonuses to more mana. We'll have more mana to spend, but I don't know. I'm not super decided yet. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think should be our second idea group, because we are working on it. We'll be able to get our next idea group at 7, so after this one. I can't build anything even though it said I could. Oh, roads, yes. Roads are what I build when I have expendable income, which we don't have right now. We'll see what we can do here. Mercantilism for devotion sounds good. Our devotion is trending upwards, which is fine. So it's good. Let's yoink it. That'll give us a bit more production income. Quite a bit more, actually. Our capital is 11 production income, so yeah, seems pretty useful. Let's exploit that dev there. Give us more money. Build that in Roma. More manpower is good. We need the manpower, Lord knows it. So let's top it all off. I tend to just take the prestige from that, because you get more events from that chain, so not worth IMO. I think if I'm going to build any more men, I'm just going to hire mercs. So I'm not super attached to the idea of building any more units. Let's make sure we're maxing out our trust with a lot of these guys. If you have excess favors, using them for trust makes sense. I don't have at least 10 favors of them. Jeez, oh Pete. Let's curry some favors with our allies. Actually, no, I lied. We're going to do that there, and then these guys are upset, man, because they're an elector. Oh, right. These guys are not HRE, so they're not nearly as upset about things. HRE is strong, man. All these guys over here joined it as well. All Asturias, Galicia, and Navarra, and Gascony. I don't know if Gascony was in day 1 as well. Interesting. Roma's already a tier 2. How far off are we from being able to attack these guys again? Not even close. 84. Yikes. All right. How far off are we from any prosperity? We'll get it here soon. Well, since we're ahead on Diplo, we might as well do a couple of these. If you don't know, you gain it costs you whatever. I think it base is 45, so I have 5% all power cost from something or another. But what this does is it gives you 1 base production in every province, and every province will now get unrest 1 and autonomy change, which is really good. I'll take burger loyalty, since we have we do not have that whole state, really. That's unfortunate. So that just gave me 1 2 3 4 4 production dev, which is good. One of them is in our capital, which is even better. Idea cost. See, that'll be useful, but we just can't afford that. That's so expensive right now. Like early on, that's crippling for our economy to try to build that. I will get some more manpower though. We need it. Hopefully we can get some action today, huh? How's our truce with these guys looking like? I can totally attack these guys. They have so many men that they could bring in though. Bunch of random OPMs that are in their trade league. Trade leagues are fun. Florence would now join him because he's allied to Sicily. That is, oh my gosh, that's infuriating. that'll be my opportunity to beat up on Sicily, though. I'll be able to isolate him. What I'll do is I will full occupy these guys. These guys won't be able to get past because I got a hills fort here. And I'll be able to occupy these guys, have them break their alliances with these two massive blobs over here, and have a short truce with them that I can use to get in on them later on. And then hopefully I can full annex Florence. Being at peace for so long should help us out. No, we'll take Miltech next. Actually, no. So if you don't know, when you take ideas, it actually gives you a discount on tech. You can see here we have 10% from ideas. It's 2 per idea. So I'm just gonna push through here for the extra 4% tech cost. Even get a neighbor bonus would be good, because we're not going to war anytime soon. So there's not really a reason for us to do that, right? Let's do this. Let's go with base dev and Spoleto. Base production, so that's good with me. Let's yoink some crown land. Spoleto. I will put the dev cost edict there. Save us some mana. There you go. Money in the bank. That'll pay for any of the money that we would have lost from... I don't care. We're good. So we have some Modena separatists. Let's turn our army maintenance up. Up, and get them over here in Modena. It's actually just suppressed. We might be able to even keep rebels from popping, except for over there. Those ones are going to pop no matter what. Not bad. I will take admin tech. Very good. Next admin tech, we will be able to finish off or get an idea group, which I am tempted to go with innovative. This Pope is old. I kind of want to see what our next Pope is going to do before I change my focus to admin. Because we'll be caught up on Mill. Mill will be fine. We're going to need more admin, though. Because in order to get the most out of innovative, you want to get the first 3 idea groups. That's the big one. A 253, so he's actually worse than the previous one. But we are Papal Controller now, which is good. Yeah, dev cost is fine. So with that, let's focus him. He's 53, so he's probably going to be in charge for a long time. We want the extra admin cost. 10% construction cost. Thank you, Pius II, you dingus. Parma would call in Savoy. Florence. What's my truce with him? I could shorten my truce with him if I wanted to. But I don't want Savoy to join him. That's the issue. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of cool to just sit here and, you know, take some ideas, rip through some of this stuff, tech up a little bit, start working towards innovative ideas. I'm all right with that. Production is good. Definitely get your base production up if you ever can. The earlier you do it, the better, because it'll continue to dev up as much as you want. Or as much as you dev it will be good. So culture convert Capua will give me a production and nobility. A Brusto. That's fine. I can culture convert that. How much does it cost me? 45? So 45 admin? Not bad. I can live with that. Wait. Did I culture convert to Neapolitan? Oh, Umbrian. That's good. That's what I wanted. Little bit of Diplo mana. Speaking of, let's switch this guy back over to trade. Help us out with our income. Half off trade efficiency guy level 2. I'll make him like 2 ducats a month, yeah? Yeah, that's worth having for sure. Plus it's extra mana. And Diplo mana is not a bad one to have additional on. Or, you know, excess. So that's fine with me. Being ahead on trade, or being ahead on Diplo will make it so we don't lose any innovativeness, which is good. We're just waiting on the new year to take it because there's no reason to spend an extra 10% for no reason. I mean, we don't benefit from taking it that ahead of time, so why do it? Continue to build these production buildings. They don't increase goods produced, but they do increase the amount of money you get from production, which production income will scale up better than base tax. So that's why people usually say that deving tax is bad. I'm okay with having disloyal nobility because they'll be loyal again in like 2 months, so it's not a big deal. There you go. And on the yearly tick, so we don't lose any innovativeness, I will take tech, and it will continue with the 20% trade efficiency, which is good. Will not lose admin mana. I refuse. Those guys are improved. These guys are getting improved with. Since we're papal controller, we get an extra diplomat. So, oh, these guys are all so upset. This aggressive expansion was disgusting. I am hopeful that I can annex them now. It's so much dev, but it's something we're gonna have to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna be able to call in all 3 of my allies. That'll be good. And then I'll be able to use separate PCs guys out. It's gonna be essential. Because then we'll be able to head down here. Who cares about these guys? They're Shia. There's literally no other Shias around here. Oh, look at their tech too. Goodness gracious. Whew. Making me look bad. So if you take a look at this, there is no other Shias around here. So we can like full annex these guys and it doesn't matter because nobody else will really care. The Sunnis are happy because they're seeing their Shias get beat up on, you know? You still get AE, but it's not nearly as bad. So it's really good. I'll take the burger loyalty. It's fine. Burger loyalty is good. It's always a good one to have. So as this culture conversion happens, we will get a little bit more of that. Our fort zones, it would probably be best if we had a fort, like if we had a province over here and we could get a fort there as well in Lucca, but them being a it's fine. Them being a free city is going to make it really hard to get on them. Padova and then Ancona. So let's dev a little bit of production over here. None of these are particularly useful goods except for Bologna. But Bologna's grassland, so that's fine. Let's do some dev over here. Ideally, we would get this first. We almost have it in our capital. It's okay. So now watch our income. Well, I don't know if it actually went up or not. I couldn't see. But it also produces, goods produced go up by 0.1 per dev. So you can see here, goods produced, base production. Oh, it's 0.2 per dev. So even more than I thought. So that's why manufactories are so good, because it's essentially 5 extra dev for base production. Here we go. Very good. So now we have discipline and artillery compatibility, which we don't even have artillery yet, which is hilarious. But we will. We will. And yeah, I apologize. I know it's a bit of a boring campaign. It's a bit of a boring episode today, but we will make it. We'll make it happen here. I'm gonna go with that one because there's a lot of farmlands around here. Anytime you're fighting in farmlands, it gives you an additional role. So anytime we can fight in farmlands, we want to. Now I should probably get these guys, this guy dev'd up to 15. I will always take the free trade. Get that edict turned off, make some more money. Once we get our manpower maxed out, we will be able to... Oh, our general died. Unfortunate. We're going to have one. We don't have any unrest, so let's drill our armies. Well, we have unrest, but we can switch it over. We won't have rebels, is what I meant to say. Nice. See what I'm saying? You just make more and more money. Base dev... what's the word I'm looking for? Production dev is the king if you really are interested in trying to make more money, because the production is really good. Let's see, production will pass tax before too long. Pretty soon we'll be able to take this tech here, which will be good, which will also give us production efficiency, which is also good. I don't care about that. Again, they can be disloyal. They'll be loyal again in 2 months, so who cares? We're going to go with innovativeness as our second idea group. It also stacks well with quality. It gives you an additional 10%. It used to be 20% infantry compatibility, but now it's 10% because it got nerfed. It was nerfed all the way down to 5%. And gamers rose up and let Paradox know. 5%. It was a 15% nerf. That's huge. 15%. So 75% nerf. It's crazy. I mean, it was overpowered, but still, I think it was more a multiplayer balance than anything else. You know, so I understand. But nay, I say. We're almost there. Max manpower. Very good. We'll be able to click this. So a bit of a boring episode, but a lot of very much needed recovery, preparations. And in the next one, our truce will be up with Florence, and we'll definitely be able to... Sure, man. Here we go. Click that button. Land maintenance will be useful. Now we build up the force limit, which is now 22 because of our development. Let's go with some cav. And then we want to have at least one force limit left over for the value cannon. If you don't know, once you get Miltech 7, you want to get at least one cannon in your back line. Cannons are expensive, so they're usually not worth having a lot of them unless you are like super rich and you can afford it. Because... Nice, free prestige. Because they're expensive and they're not actually that good unless you like can afford them, like I said, because they are it's better to have them than to not have them. But once you get the Miltech bonuses like 13, 16, see 22, like they get exponentially better. So once we get to 16, that's when generally you want to phase out your cav, because you can by that time usually land a full force limit or full front line, which is 24, so you'll have 24 infantry, and then that's when you want to take your cav. And I'd rather have four cannons than 4 cav. That's the thought process for a lot, because a lot of people ask like, why do you do that? That's why. It's just the money is better spent in the back row, because cav are much less useful when the enemy fills out the combat width, because they're not being flanked, right? Here we go. Do another one of these. Yoink some more crown land. No reason not to. Arezzo base tax. Probably not going to happen. Treviso. All provinces in the Venetia area. Ooh. Get a claim on the Venetia area, huh? This isn't HRE. But that'll be a big... Ooh, Venetian Arsenal. Really? Is that a Ante Bellum mod? I think it is. This is totally doable. Attitude towards enemies is really good for Savoy and Croatia. That's pretty annoying. It would add in a lot of these guys. No. No. 25% trade power. That's much more doable, because we're gonna occupy a bunch of people like in Florence and in Sicily, which will give us a lot of extra trade power. So that's good. Trade or truce is up with these guys in July. Sure, Verona, you can get some relation improvement. Ideally, I'm going to take Miltech before we get into this war, but it's not a big deal if I don't. As soon as our truce is up, we're going to attack them. Should probably turn our forts on, huh? That would be intelligent. Give them at least 1 month to let their garrisons refill. Call in these guys. That's good. Croatia is cruel, but he'll join. Just use some of my favorites to ask him to prepare for war. Wait 4 days. There we go. Call all 3 of my allies in. We will go for Florence. And let's use you guys there. Let's get a general. That's hills. I don't really want to fight him on hills if I can avoid it. Ancona is hills as well, but that's a... Wait a minute. Hey. Hey. These guys are going past a fort zone of control. That is cheating. There's a fort here and here. This fort projects a zone of control onto Spoleto and Urbino and this province here in Perugia. If they are marching from here to here, they cannot go through these provinces without first sieging this province, this fort. That is illegitimate. The AI is going to merge this 18 stack down here. Oh my gosh. Yep, okay. People, and the thing is I get a lot of people that leave comments saying like, no, it's working exactly as intended. You see, push his glasses up, actually, and then they say stupid stuff like, no, it's the way that it calculates it. No, it just marched past the fort. Straight up, it just marched past it. There was nothing there that indicates that was appropriate. Yeah, these guys are supposed to go home at war, yeah? Okay, for some reason they're not on their mission still. These guys are protecting against pirates in Venice. So these guys will say hunt pirates in Genoa, but go home at war, so that way they don't do that. So this will be easy right here. This is a nice little trick. I scorched that province, and if you're wondering why I scorched it, it's because now these guys are going to head over there. Is there a river? No. But either way, I will fight them, and there's nothing they can do about it. They will have to fight me on this hill fort in defensive terrain. We don't need to go speed 3. Hopefully I can wipe out his army. Very good. We can. I'm down here. Oh, even better yet. This is fine. They're not going to be able to reinforce that in time. Guaranteed. Oh my gosh. They just came over and clapped my navy, didn't they? Holy crap. Sicily's got a lot of galleys. All right. Well, since we have some money, build up some galleys, and we're going to take care of this war in the next one. Hope you guys are enjoying. Like I said before, if you would like to support us, we have Patreon as well as merch linked in the description below. Also linked in the description is our Discord if you want to join that cool community over there. We also have my Twitter. But most importantly, if you would like to show your support, leaving a like on the video helps us out way more than you know. Also, if you have not already, subscribe. A lot of my viewers are not actually subscribed to the channel. They just kind of binge the campaigns and then they click off, and then they come back later on and they're like, hey, this is a new campaign, I want to watch this. If you guys want to see my campaigns, subscribe, and when you subscribe, ding the bell. It'll send you notifications when I upload new videos. It also pings people in the Discord whenever we upload new videos. So lots of content that you're missing out on if you're not subscribed, as well as following me over at twitch.tv/Chewyshoot. But that's all I got for you for today. This is Chewyshoot, and I will catch you guys later. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Big special thanks to my top Mace supporters on Patreon: Drunk Binary, Bloodbound, Mr. McFlu, DeVos Sander, Angelic, Bouncer Steve, Sprocket, Batman on Deck, M. Dressel, R. Lawrence, Thara, The J Baller, Blonde Damon, Jacko, R. Harvest, Corbett, Shankopotamus, T. Jarden, A. Vickman, Barkin Glad, Natsuki, Harry, A. Murata, J. Cuttrell, N. Winkler, RJ Pilot, Stolier, and many more.